Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to the Subscriber World Cup for November. We're almost at the end of 2024. Can you believe that? How quick this year has gone. Honestly, it's been insane. And I just want to say, just before we start this, that for December, it's only going to be 3-star teams or below. Nothing over 3 stars, okay? I want 3-star teams, like bang average teams, and below. That is the criteria for December. And let's read out the names for the first Subscriber World Cup. You've got another Subscriber World Cup after this one. So obviously, if you're not in this one, then you're probably in the second one. So quickly, Belarus is represented by Rory. Peru represented by William Junk. Saudi Arabia is represented by Faris. And Albania represented by Endri Gashi. In Group B, we have Australia represented by 3 people. Center Studios, Weird GS60 and Lucky Diamond. Turkey represented by Seth Hernandez. Poland represented by Polish Edits. And Bosnia represented by BE27_CC. And in Group C, we have Japan, represented by 2 people, Madman E and Johns Casa. Morocco, represented by DJ Loves Turbo. Ireland, represented by Wasteland Wanderer. Ecuador, represented by Mr. Vinny. In Group D, we have Denmark, represented by Yaderde. Mexico was a triple entry, represented by St. Mark 2004, Hamlet, and Wander Over Yonder Fan. Russia was a double entry between Sean Lamont Tiger and IDK147. Colombia represented by Tanya Kernahan. In Group E, we have Scotland represented by Arsenal Bull, Israel represented by Lahav Soto, and, apologies for this one, El Shukonstein. I hope I said that correct. If I didn't, I'm very sorry. Iceland represented by Ivory Trance and Andre. And Canada represented by Ryan Bromhead and Cutter Historical. In Group F, we have Namibia represented by Anonymous. Ethiopia represented by Liquid. Malaysia represented by Zion Molina. And Luxembourg represented by JC Eurovision Fan. In the big groups, we have England represented by Henry the Brit. We have Spain represented by CR7 Fan and Bryant Jimenez. Netherlands represented by Cuthbert McVeigh. Brazil represented by Cassian. And then in Group H we have Germany represented by 3 people. Jason, Patrick Mealy and Copa Mundial 2026. Argentina was also a triple entry between Olympic Games LA 2028, 6 Peeps and S9 Sliver. Italy was represented by Wolf Danalf, and USA is a double entry between Mr. Krabs and Thin Tan. So you all know who you are. I apologize if my voice doesn't sound too amazing. I think I got a little bit of a cold. Alright, so we do this part really quickly on video. I speed it up, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright then guys, so the simulation is done and these are your group stages for the first Subscriber World Cup. Remember, we have a second one, and the people who get eliminated in this one drop down into the second chance Subscriber World Cup. So in Group A, we have Peru and Belarus going through. Albania missing out presumably on goal difference, very unlucky. We have Group B, Bosnia dominating that group with Turkey going through, and again Poland presumably missing out on goal difference. In Group C, we have Ireland and Ecuador going through in that one. In Group D, we have Mexico and Russia going through very comfortably. In Group E, it was Scotland and Canada going through over Israel and Iceland. In Group F, we have Ethiopia and Luxembourg going through in that one. In Group G, we have Spain and Brazil going through in the big group. Netherlands and England missing out by 1 point. And in Group H, we have Germany winning that group and Italy going through alongside of them. United States put up a good fight in that one, but miss out by a point. and Argentina going home as well. So it sets up a round of 16 between Peru and Turkey, Ireland and Russia, Bosnia versus Belarus, Mexico versus Ecuador, Scotland versus Luxembourg, Spain versus Italy, Ethiopia versus Canada, and Germany versus Brazil. Alright then, so we do this part live, and we got two matchups here for you. We got Peru versus Turkey and Ireland versus Russia. So, quite a hard one to call, Ireland versus Russia, and Peru versus Turkey as well. So let's simulate it and find out who wins both those games. It will be a 2-1 to Ireland, and we don't know about Turkey and Peru because it doesn't tell us about penalties and stuff like that yet. Okay, moving on to Mexico and Ecuador, and Bosnia versus Belarus. Again, hard games to call. I think Bosnia might beat Belarus though, so let's have a look and see. It is a Mexico and Ecuador 3-3. Okay, very good game for the neutral. And Bosnia beat Belarus 3-0. Moving on to Spain versus Italy and Scotland versus Luxembourg. Obviously, I think Scotland should be beating Luxembourg, but you never know. This is the Subscriber World Cup after all. So let's have a look and see about this one. It will be a 2-0 to Spain versus Italy. And Scotland beat Luxembourg 3-0. So very standard so far. Next up we have Germany versus Brazil and Ethiopia versus Canada. Let's see who wins these two games to advance to the quarterfinals. And Germany beat Brazil 2-0 and Canada beat Ethiopia by 2-1. Okay, moving on then. We have Scotland versus Spain and Turkey versus Ireland. Cool. Let's see what happens in these two games. Simulate those two, and Spain beat Scotland by 2-1, and Ireland beat Turkey by 2-1 as well. So well done to Ireland for getting it this far. Okay, now we got Canada versus Germany and Bosnia versus Ecuador. I think it's lining up to be a Spain versus Germany final. I can just see it happening. You know, these big teams are obviously overpowered, but yeah. You never know, you never know. We'll see what happens between Canada and Germany and Bosnia versus Ecuador. Let's have a look. And I just saw 2-2 between Canada and Germany. But I can see that Germany have advanced to the next round. So that's unfortunate, Canada. Really unlucky there. And Bosnia beat Ecuador by 3-1. Okay, so next up we have semi-finals. Ireland versus Spain and Bosnia versus Germany. So will it be a standard final, Spain versus Germany, or will it be a slightly mixed final, you know, Bosnia versus Spain or something like that, Bosnia versus Ireland perhaps? Let's see what happens in the first semi-final between Ireland and Spain. Let's go. Spain won 2-0. Okay, very, very standard. That's fine. We got Bosnia versus Germany next. Is there going to be an upset, or is it just going to be a standard final? Let's have a look. Bosnia beat Germany 2-1. Well done, Bosnia. Well done indeed. 2-1 to Bosnia over Germany. So that will set up a final between Bosnia versus Spain. So we'll be able to watch that in a bit. But let's find out who wins the third place playoff between Ireland and Germany. Let's simulate that one. And it was Germany. Okay, cool. So let me just read out who came third and fourth. Fourth was Ireland. That was Wasteland Wanderer. Congratulations or commiserations for finishing fourth. That's a pretty good effort for Ireland, to be fair. And Germany finished third. That was three people: Jason, Patrick Mealy, and Copper Mundial 2026. Unlucky that you didn't get to the final, losing out to Bosnia of all teams. Here we go then, the Subscriber World Cup final for your first Subscriber World Cup is Spain versus Bosnia. This has a little bit of a sort of 2018 final to it, you know, like a France versus Croatia final sort of thing. It's almost similar, obviously different teams, but let me just remind you who are representing these two nations. So Spain is represented by CR7 Fan and Bryant Jimenez, and Bosnia is represented by BE27_CC. So, of course, I'm not in control. If you didn't realize that already, it's a computer doing it. So hopefully we have an exciting game. Spain have a free kick on the edge of the box. Xavi might take this one. And it's in! Xavi has scored, it's 1-0. What a goal in the Subscriber World Cup final for Spain. And that is 1-0. What a free kick that was. And Spain have taken an early lead. Ibisevic. That's rolled in for 1-1. Ibisevic has scored from outside the box. And it's all level now. That is incredible that that just rolled in. I expected a goalkeeper of Casillas' caliber to save that. But no, he just rolled it in and just, yeah, brilliant. We have a game on our hands. For the first time in a while in a Subscriber World Cup final where we watch it, we actually have more than one goal. Iniesta. Final couple of minutes here. Spain, they've got it. Is there a chance? Oh, they wasted it there. And Bosnia can clear. This second half hasn't been as exciting as the first as we go into extra time. So extra time was literally just the same, like no real chances at all. So we go to penalties, inevitable. I thought this final would be a little bit different than the last few finals because obviously there was 2 goals in the first half. I really thought it would be different, but obviously not. So we go to penalties and Cesc Fabregas to take the first one. And it's in. Is it? No, it's not. How on earth did that not go in? How on earth did that not go in? Salahovic, and he puts it in for 1-0 to Bosnia. That penalty, I thought that went straight in. But okay, moving on, Negredo. He stutters, and he puts it in. It's now level, but Bosnia could go 1 up through Pranic. Can he do it? He can. Bosnia, perfect from the spot so far. And here comes Xavi. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Of course he can. Very composed from the spot. And here comes Misimovic. Can he make it 3 out of 3? No, he hits the post and it goes out. And they've missed one now. Piqué to take the next penalty for Spain. And that's in. A tame penalty, but still a decent one. And Dzeko steps up for Bosnia. Can he put it in? Yes, right down the middle. Very, very good pen. Alright, now we have Sergio Ramos with the next penalty. And it's saved by Begovic. I thought he put a lot of power on that, but no. And Bosnia could win the shootout here. They could win the Subscriber World Cup. And it's Ibisevic, the goal scorer. He puts it in, and I think Bosnia, yes, they have won the Subscriber World Cup in shocking fashion. First against Germany in the semi-final, and then they beat Spain on penalties in the final. So, of course, the winner of your first Subscriber World Cup is BE27_CC. Congratulations to you. You defied the odds and you have won the Subscriber World Cup. Well done to you. And commiserations to the 2 people that picked Spain. It was CR7 fan and Bryant Jimenez. Unlucky. You know, Spain are usually very, very good in these situations and they just couldn't get it done here today. Unfortunate. So join me now for the second chance Subscriber World Cup where the group stage losers drop down into the second chance Subscriber World Cup with the people that missed out on the first one. Alright then guys, so this is your second chance Subscriber World Cup. Let me just read out the 16, well not 16 actually, the 11 people that missed out on the first one. So we didn't get as many people as I hoped, but that's okay, you know, we can still do this. So Iran is represented by Adir Rian Man, I hope I said that right. Timor-Leste is represented by Sports Times. Wales represented by Amazing Gaming. Cape Verde Islands represented by LFC Fan. Bangladesh represented by EBSI. North Korea represented by Mr. Diamond. Guatemala represented by Errado. Burundi represented by Tutin. Venezuela represented by Sane. TY Dylan Fan. Chile represented by Mario Marroquin, and the Philippines is represented by me. And then the other 4 teams there's 4 teams in here. The British Virgin Islands, Anguilla, US Virgin Islands, and Vanuatu are bot teams. Those are bot teams, and then the rest of the teams are the people that drop down from the first Subscriber World Cup in the group stages. So you should know who you are by now. Let's kick off this second chance Subscriber World Cup. Okay then guys, so these are your group stages for the second chance Subscriber World Cup. Let's just quickly review them. So in Group A, we have Japan and England going through. In Group B, we have Chile and Guatemala going through. Cape Verde Islands missing out on goal difference, presumably. Group C, we have Morocco and Saudi Arabia going through. In Group D, we have Argentina and Poland going through. In Group E, it was Denmark and the Netherlands going through in that one. Group F had the United States and Namibia surprisingly going through in that one. Group G had Colombia and Wales going through, and Group H had North Korea and Timor-Leste going through. And that sets up a round of 16 then between Japan and Guatemala, Morocco and Poland, Chile and England, Argentina versus Saudi Arabia, Denmark versus Namibia, Colombia versus Timor-Leste, USA versus the Netherlands, and North Korea versus Wales. Alright then, let's simulate the rest of the tournament then. So first up, we have Japan versus Guatemala and Morocco versus Poland. So let's simulate those matches. So we got Japan beating Guatemala 3-1. And next up, Morocco and Poland. We have Poland beating Morocco 2-1. Okay, cool. We have Chile versus England next, and Argentina versus Saudi Arabia. So England might win that match, I think. Oh, it's 2-2. We don't know yet. We don't know. And Argentina, Saudi Arabia, it was 2-0 to Argentina and Saudi Arabia. Again, we don't know the Chile and England result yet. Okay, Colombia versus Timor-Leste and Denmark versus Namibia. Is there gonna be some shocks in this round of 16? Let's find out. It skipped both of them, so let's have a look. 1-1. Okay, there's potential. And Denmark beat Namibia 3-0. Okay, so we don't know yet. Next up, we have the USA versus the Netherlands and North Korea versus Wales. So let's find out what happens between USA and Netherlands. It's thinking about it. Okay, 3-0 to the Netherlands. And Wales beat North Korea 3-1. So pretty standard so far. So let's see what happens in these games in the quarterfinals. Simulate that one. Colombia won 2-1. And next up, Japan versus Poland. We have Poland winning 2-1 over Japan. Okay, cool. Next up, we have the Netherlands versus Wales and England versus Argentina. So let's see if there's any shocks in this one. Wales lost 3-1, so pretty standard. Next up, we have England, Argentina. Very hard one to call. And it would be games thinking about it. England won that game. Okay, fair enough. So we got next up, we have Poland versus Colombia and England versus the Netherlands. So we're definitely going to get a final like we did in the first one. So let's have a look and see who wins between Poland and Colombia. Let's simulate it. And it was Poland winning 3-2 over Colombia. Well done, Poland, for reaching the final. And next up, we have England versus the Netherlands. Simulate that one. And that would be... Come on. Who is it going to be? It was the Netherlands winning 2-1. So let's just find out who wins the third place playoff match between these two. So Colombia versus England will be a... Let's have a look. What's it going to be? Colombia won. It was 3-3 and Colombia won. So they must have won on penalties then. Let's just quickly check. Yeah, 5-4 on penalties. Wow, well done, Colombia. So before we watch the matchup between Poland and the Netherlands, let's just quickly round off this portion. So Colombia was represented by Tanya Kernahan. Congratulations to you for finishing third in the Second Chance Subscriber World Cup. England came fourth, and congratulations or commiserations, however you want to look at it, to Henry the Brit. So unlucky that you didn't make it to the final, but I mean your path was quite tricky, to be fair. So yeah, let's watch the final of the Second Chance Subscriber World Cup between Poland and the Netherlands. Here we go then. We have another final. Kind of like the first one, we have Poland versus the Netherlands this time. So let me just remind you who these people are that are representing who. So Poland is represented by Polish Edits, and the Netherlands is represented by Cuthbert McVeigh. So good luck to both of you. I hope it's a good game. Lewandowski to Blaszczykowski, crosses it in, and it's punched away, and it's hit the post. And saved by Vorm again. Here comes Poland. And they've rolled it in for 1-0. And Mierdziewski has scored. I can't say that properly, but he scores to make it 1-0. And it's not surprising, Poland have been all over the Netherlands in this first half. Lens in the box. It's saved. And oh my goodness, Van Persie with the miss of the century. I know it came at him quite quick, but oh, that was such a good chance to equalise. It's the 89th minute. Can the Netherlands get back in this game? They have missed a few chances. They've hit the post. Van Persie obviously put it wide. I don't know if they've got enough time. I think Poland are going to upset the Netherlands here. And that'll be 2 upsets in one video for the Subscriber World Cup. Yes, it is. The Netherlands couldn't do it in the end, and Poland have won the Subscriber World Cup, the Second Chance Subscriber World Cup. So your winner of this one is Polish Edits. Congratulations to you. You beat the odds and you've just beaten the Netherlands in the final. Second place was Cuthbert McVeigh. Unlucky. You really did come very close. You can blame Van Persie for missing that sitter. And that has been your entire Subscriber World Cup for the month of November. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Put your entries in for December. Remember that it's only 3-star teams or below. So you can have 1-star teams, 2-star teams, or 3-star teams, but nothing above 3 stars, okay? So yeah, that's your December criteria. If you like this video, then obviously like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.